At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Please welcome your 2026 Pittsburgh Steelers.
On the visiting sideline, the Bengals and their head coach. Their defense still clinging to momentum from that impressive shutout win just a week ago. On the Steelers sideline, that is head coach Mike Tomlin. These guys are ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. A warm welcome to all of you tuning in. Kate Scott and Brock Heward with you as Evan McPherson's going to get us started. And from Pittsburgh, we are underway. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the run.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. The give here on second. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ball game.
Ready?
Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
And there's certainly still people talking about the game. The buzz is real. He posted unbelievable numbers last week. Even his passing numbers continue to rise league-wide. He reached heights rarely.
He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. T. Higgins, the touchdown. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. He'll begin his return from the 11. This makes it up to the 25. The Steelers and Jaylen Warren headed back out there offensively. And he's been a frequent visitor to the end zone over the first couple of months of this season. Right now actually leading the league in rushing touchdowns. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Set. Ready?
Shotgun handoff to Warren. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Get it.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll air it out on third. That's caught in stride by Freiermuth. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. New set of downs from 37.
And the Steelers.
Let's go now. Sit.
On first down, Warren. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
He was brought down by Miles Murphy.
Ready?
Play.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Go.
It's now 3rd down.
60 Eagles.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He has been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Gun. Shot.
Going play action here. Burrow throwing this one back of the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. He's loaded another one up. Caught at the 20-yard line. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take a 13-0 lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return coming here from the 12. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Mike Tomlin sending his Steelers out there for another drive. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
A throw left side to Watson. And this one does not go far. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Here we go. Shot.
Warren quick on the draw. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. B.J. Hill, the one to bring him down. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Ready. Cowboy.
Throwing from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Steelers set to punt it. Charlie Jones on the Bengals return. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Shot.
Burrow on 1st down. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. The Bengals are out in front. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break.
On one. Ready.
Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Steelers in the dime for this 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. This is caught inside the 15. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a 20-zip lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals stretch their lead to 21. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 14. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. Offense to the line, 2nd down.
Ready.
Tight end going in motion here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Sent to the ground by Josh Newton.
It's a gain of 3.
Come on, come on.
Brings up
Hut.
Third and long. They're going to throw. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. The Bengals, then running back Chase Brown, getting sent to begin another drive here. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Finds the in route complete. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he's got it. It's in close. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals grow their lead yet again.
Steelers nothing. Evan McPherson.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
36-yard line.
It's going to be 2nd and 3 when we return from our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment.
Down.
2nd down, looking for options. He takes it himself. Gets some space around midfield. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
The Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Working quickly here. Trying to throw this from the gun. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Ready?
He'll work against the blitz. He's trying to push the field. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it. Knocked it away, forcing 4th down. So out now comes the punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And this just gets past the 20 before going out. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Here we go.
Burrow. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. That's going to be caught by all. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. So we've reached halftime, Brock, Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly. We're skipping right through to the starts of the 3rd quarter. Now Boswell on to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. Burrow now on 1st down. And teams just have not been able to keep this guy out of the end zone in the first half of the season. And he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals grow the lead coming out of halftime. T. Higgins the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single eye or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals continue piling on to this lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This taken from the 12. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. And they're on him quickly there after that catch, so the game's going to be to the 34-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd
Get up.
and 3.
Trying an inside give to Warren. And the defense all over this run. Maybe got a yard there as he tried to bounce that one outside. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Cougar Knights.
Here he is on 3rd and short. And this one is launched downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20.
Stephanie.
Working inside the red zone. Throw left side, complete. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Throwing now off the play action. Johnson gets hit and he loses the football. And now the Bengals have it. The 50. 30. Gets the 10. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Bengals push their lead further to start the half. That was awesome. The return became a question of, does he have enough steam to make it back before someone runs him down?
That is the most sprinting we're going to see him do on a football field, maybe his whole life. That distance, whole lot more than the few yards he's usually running towards quarterback in the pocket. But he had enough to reach that goal line. You're darn right he did. He could sense it, and he wanted it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals continue adding on to that lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Return starts at the 9. And this drive will start inside the 25.
On the ready.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field.
18 Cardinal, 18
And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
28-yard line.
Get up.
It's a pickup of 3.
70.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He's going to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5 right up next to that line to gain.
That's
Come on, set.
Brings up
Cougar 19.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. They're out now, ready to punt it. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. First down now, ball at the 33. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. McPherson at the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bengals tack on 7 more to their lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Steelers offense headed out. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. Now this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. And they're going to throw out of the gun. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So they let him keep the yardage after that short completion, Brock, and they decline the penalty.
Yeah, Kid, I think that's all about bringing up the next down. Your defense just held them to a minimal gain. They're trusting they can do it again.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Punting unit out now. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. Fields this clean at the 30. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Burrow. Throw left side, and Gesicki has it. A lot of mess on the move here. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. Burrow out of the shotgun. That throw behind his intended target.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
This one's caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there.
And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
Man, these guys are sideline mavens. They always seem to know exactly where that boundary is without looking. But he's not quite at that level yet.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals throwing 6 more on the blowout. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return coming here from the 12. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
Okay, break.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They've got first down here from the 36. They're throwing it. He's got a man left. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
Here we go, shot.
Throwing from the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Set, ready. Set.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. Takes it in at the 26. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Taken in by Chase, left side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now Burrow. Built up this one off to his running back, complete. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Going play action here. Burrow. He'll get this complete to McLaughlin. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go, here we go.
Stick it in the air. It's Burrow. Hits his running back. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Bengals getting closer to a 7-0 start.
On 1, ready?
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Burrow setting up the play action. And it's caught. Chase has it. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here.
They're going to pass it here. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
And he'll go down here at the 16. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's get set. 180. Plays hot. Hot.
Straight ahead they go with Piron. And a nice choice there to send this outside. It gets about 6 yards on the carry. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Here we go.
Let it.
Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down at the line. So the Bengals take this one on the road. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign.